It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense will have first crack at this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making...
There he goes!
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Keep it on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Using his legs, it's Davidson. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's got it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return, as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Sooners offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Russell. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Got room at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Steps away to find some room. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this 1st down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And what a run. When you're an offensive coordinator, you're backed up, you're just trying to create some space to get out of your own end zone, and it's always a nice bonus when you pop one.
Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the...
Turning it on! Quick step and go! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Finds a little space. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Hand off to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
That's caught. It's Davidson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Gets the back moving. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
That's reeled in. It's tees. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights, and now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Tees. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the left side. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Slithers into space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Runs for the tackle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. In the backfield, it's Wheeler. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Motion from the wideout. Grab behind the line. It's Hale. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Thanks to grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. There he goes! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
He'll throw on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
What a great individual effort. You're throwing the hitch on fourth down. After the catch, you're just going to have to be able to break a tackle and go pick up the first. He's able to do exactly that.
He wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Washington. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Keys.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Bringing it back. And the returner goes down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
He's running free down the middle. Pass the tap. Touchdown Sooners. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds his man. It's Davidson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Going to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. These guys are owning 4th down. Their 4th conversion of the game.
Killing it. And 4 for 4. I mean, they're understanding what they are, who they are, how they're going to do things, and apparently they're going to go for it on 4th down. So defensively, you better get ready. You better make sure that you understand every single possession is 4-down territory.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Watson. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. They're working that left side. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
1
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Searching forward on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is brought down at the 39, and the Auburn offense will take over.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points on, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. Their lead is down to 10. Moments like this, you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got him. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Gain of 16.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll test the right side. Picks up the first down. On the move at the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Tease. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Give to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Leaves it with the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run it from the gun. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change. Touchdown Sooner! And the comeback is on. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high percentage passes.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Makes the grab. It's Washington. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Bringing the heat. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Man, this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock.
Pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Rushes on him. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Right back to the well. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
2nd down coming up. The give. Across the 25. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up,